Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be sharing a touching story of a girl whose fate changed from worst to best. Sit tight, watch, and please don't forget to subscribe and share. Thanks. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by tall trees and dusty roads, there lived a young orphan girl named Amara. She had lost both her parents at a very young age, and with nowhere else to go, she was taken in by her aunt. To the outside world, it seemed like she had found a new home, but behind closed doors, her life was filled with pain and suffering. Instead of being treated like a child, Amara was turned into a house servant. Every day she woke up before sunrise to sweep the compound, fetch water from a distant river, cook, wash clothes, and do all the hard work in the house. Meanwhile, her aunt's children lived comfortably. They wore fine clothes, went to school every morning, and enjoyed the life Amara could only dream of. Whenever Amara asked about going to school, her aunt would shout at her and say that education was not meant for her. Those words pierced her heart, but she remained quiet and obedient. Every night, under the soft glow of the moon, Amara would sit alone and whisper a simple prayer, asking God not to forget her. One day, while fetching water from the river, Amara saw an old woman struggling with a heavy load. Without thinking twice, she rushed to help her. The old woman looked at her with kindness and said that her time was coming. Though Amara did not fully understand those words, she held on to them in her heart. Not long after that day, a man from the city visited the village. He was a teacher searching for young minds to support and educate. As he passed by Amara's aunt's house, he noticed something unusual. Amara, who had never been to school, was helping one of the children with their homework and explaining it with surprising intelligence. The man was amazed and asked why she was not in school. At first, her aunt tried to ignore him, but he insisted and offered to sponsor Amara's education. After much persuasion, and with the villagers watching, the aunt reluctantly agreed. For the first time in her life, Amara stepped into a classroom. It was not easy. She was older than many of the students and had to struggle to catch up. But she refused to give up. She studied day and night, remembering all the pain she had gone through, and she turned that pain into strength. Years passed, and Amara's hard work began to shine. She became one of the best students in her school, then in her region, and eventually beyond. She grew into a successful and respected woman, building a life many could only dream of. One day, she decided to return to her village. When she arrived, she found that her aunt's family was no longer living in comfort. Poverty had taken over their lives, and everything had changed. The same children who once enjoyed luxury were now struggling. When they saw Amara, they were filled with shame and fear, expecting her to reject them or seek revenge for how she'd been treated. But Amara surprised everyone. Instead of anger, she showed kindness. She forgave them and chose to help them. She paid for the children's education and supported the family, lifting them out of their hardship. The villagers were amazed and spoke of her greatness, not just because of her success, but because of her heart. Amara's story became a powerful lesson in the village, reminding everyone that no matter how difficult the beginning may be, the end can still be beautiful. And so, her life stood as a reminder that kindness, faith, and determination can change any story. And that true success is not just rising above pain, but also lifting others along the way. If this story touches you, please subscribe for more exciting stories like Thank you for watching.